Yo, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stumped back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving back into Arena vs Queen with 3 teams for you guys, and the first team you do see on screen is a full free-to-play team with free-to-play support. So that was the team, those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, as you guys saw in the thumbnail, in the title, I do believe that this is by far the easiest debut arena to release over here on OPTC in ever, period. There's nothing else to it. This particular arena is a 12-star arena. Just let that sink in for a second. Normally arenas are 11-star. The hardest content in the game are 13-star events like Forests, Dofi 2, Revolutionary Army 2. Those particular events are 13-star. This particular event is a 12-star event. How can a 12-star event be the easiest arena to date? It's mind-boggling. But, as you can see here, we are doing it with a full free-to-play team. The second team I do have for you guys is not actually my team. So, shout out to, I'm pretty sure it's Flying Donut and, is it Erka? I will double-check that before I go into the next team. For the actual team, it is a 3-man team. Beating 12-star event with 3 men, or women, because Toki said, but I guess it's 6 because, Toki, Momo, Hiyori. But 3 units. 3-unit team is absolutely bonkers. The fact we can beat a 12-star event with 3 units, that is a new event of 2022, is just Bandai, what are you doing? What are you doing? The final team is the team that I've used to farm it. It is a less than 2-minute run, and it works very, very fast. It goes very, very well. It doesn't have any issues whatsoever, which is really, really cool. So, on stage 3, we just come up against 3 lackeys, which as you guys saw there, we just sort of tore through. We do have a friend Dogstorm here, so Dogstorm obviously helps us get the cooldowns. He helps us get through all those defensive effects like the barrier on stage 4 against Apu, as well as the defensive effects on the final stage. Now, as you guys saw here, we basically pop all of our specials on this particular stage. We do pass 1 turn against Apu. The main reason we pass 1 turn is so that way we can actually get our Garb cooldowns. Garb's going to give 2 turns of cooldowns, but because we pass that turn, we actually take some damage and we get less than 50%, which means we don't break through the barrier. Thanks to Morgan's though, he can actually remove the Despair and the Bind. He actually gives us matching orbs because of his effect to rotate orbs. He has double special activation and he greatly increases the chance of landing on them. Combine that with Dogstorm, and you don't have any issues. We then get the carryover of the attack boost thanks to Koala. We get the carryover of the orb boost thanks to Dogstorm. And then we can just basically attack through. Now, we don't use the superclass here. And the big reason we don't use the superclass is because with the superclass, we actually go above 60,000 HP with the full fighter team. And that means we don't get the effect of Dogstorm to go through the defensive effects as we are below 50% HP. So that was the full free-to-play team. 3-minute run, it's just a full free-to-play team. Getting it done very quickly is just absolutely absurd as well. But let's move on to that 3-man Marty team. Alright, so onto the 3-unit team, and the team was actually built by Etna. This is the, I was way off with the name too, by the way, so I do apologize, Etna. But that's the team, those are the supports, that's the sockets, and let's dive on in. Now, there is a video floating around from OPTC Flying Donut. I will leave a link to the video and his channel in the description below. So make sure to go check him out, hit him with some love. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button on his video, as I have done as well, and definitely check him out. He does some pretty cool stuff, and obviously, the more content creators within the community, the better, right? So let's get those subs up, let's get those like buttons, let those likes up. And if you are enjoying this video, if you are enjoying the easiest arena to date, debut arena, hit the like button, and if you are new, hit that big red subscribe button as well. But as you can see here, we do have a 3-man team of Toki, Zoro, and Shanks' crew. Now, the big reason we have Shanks' crew, I'm actually including the whole run here, because we actually got the interrupt of Rebecca. If you are trying this team, you do want to make sure you stall after your specials by stage 3, but I got Rebecca, so it was really, really cool, as you guys saw on stage 1. So, on stage 3, we are going to pop all of our specials. We're going to use Toki on Zoro and Toki, and then we're going to use the Shanks' crew special, the switch ability, and the Zoro special for a chain lock attack boost and orb buff. That way we can take out this stage. You want to take it out before stage 3, otherwise you get hunger. And that's very, very annoying. But once again, huge shout out to Etna for the actual team. 3-man team actually taking down the newest arena is just, to me, it's actually mind-boggling. But it's a thing. It's a thing. It's crazy. 12-star arena, by the way, guys. 12-star content. This is 12-star content. Let that sink in for a second. I wanted to give some love to this team as well because, I just want to showcase that, content needs to be harder. There needs to be harder content on OPTC. And if they're going to keep throwing us content like this, I understand that this content was built for Dogstorm and Cat Viper, which makes it very easy because those characters are literally built for arenas. That is their key. But the fact that we don't need them and we can run a 3-man team, It's insane. It's actually insane. This also solidifies that Toki is the most valuable unit in the game. Like look at this. You have, like, without Toki, this team doesn't operate. What she can do is irreplaceable. It's as simple as that. I do still think that the Straw Hats is the strongest unit in the game, the Straw Hat crew, but I think Toki is the most valuable by far. I think that, like, in terms of her power, she's not that far behind. She gives power to the Straw Hat crew, and without her, for most teams, the Straw Hat crew can't do what they can do. She's a lot faster than the Straw Hat crew. She has a lot of speed. She has a lot of utility. She has a lot of power. She's a very well-balanced unit. And look, in my opinion, she is the best legend in the game. She doesn't have the most power, but I do think that she is the best legend in the game. As simple as that. Once we hit this Apu stage, though, as you guys have seen, as I've sort of been rambling on, we are sort of just stalling through all of these effects. Basically, we just want to make sure we get our Zoro and our Shanks crew special back, so that way we can pop it on the final stage. You really want to make sure you have Toki special back, but Toki's super typing will give her 5 turns of cooldown. So it works very, very nicely. As you guys saw, I do have damage reduction sockets. That is fairly important. We do have the support of Oro Jackson, which is giving us healing. And with hitting perfects on this stage against Apu, we're actually getting healing thanks to Toki's captain ability. Toki is also an amazing captain. That's also something to know. She's a rainbow captain. She gives healing. She's just a very, very, very good unit. And again, best unit in the game. But we move, right? We move. On this Apu stage, we are just going to start whittling him down once the defense up's gone, once the barrier's gone. And as you can see, like, he's doing around 2,000-ish damage every single turn. We have the support of Jinbei as well as the support of Sabo on Zoro and Shanks crew. That's actually giving us 5% damage reduction from quick units, as well as a whole bunch of HP, which is really, really cool as well. But as soon as we get to the 2-turn cooldown on Zoro and Shanks crew, we're going to pop that Toki special. We're going to apply it to our Zoro and our Shanks crew. We're going to switch. That way we get a matching orb on Zoro, and then that way we can just easily take out Apu, no issues whatsoever. Once we move on to the final stage, we do come up against Queen. Now, Queen has 5 turns of threshold and damage reduction. He also rolls back our specials by 1 turn and turns into a quick unit. He gives us chain coefficient reduction as well and makes perfect hit harder to hit. But that's really not going to matter, because we're just going to absolutely ass blast this man with a 1-shot from Zoro, which is really, really cool. Switch with Shanks crew. That's going to give a matching orb to Zoro if you need it. You can use the Shanks crew special for the 3.5 times chain lock. You have the color affinity thanks to Zoro's super typing, because we have a Hiyori on the team with Komurasaki or Hiyori, however you want to say it, with the Toki, Hiyori, and what's her name? Toki, Hiyori, and Momo unit. It actually triggers Zoro's super typing, which is really, really cool. That's going to give him that 2 times color affinity. It's going to give him 1.5 times extra damage to quick units, as well as then his special, allowing him to go through defensive effects like damage reduction and threshold, which is super, super cool. And it's actually an ability that a lot of people forget about that Zoro actually has. With the Toki ability, he has a 3.5 times attack, he has a 3.5 times orb boost, and he has all the damage he needs to absolutely decimate our boy Queen. So as you'll see there, 68 million with a 1-shot from our boy Super Type Zoro. A very underrated unit, and who is aging with very, like, he's fine, aging like fine wine, I would say, with Super Type Zoro. He's a very, very cool unit, a very fun unit, and he's very, very good for this arena. On to the final team now. And the final team is the team that I am using to farm this event. It is a Dogstorm and Cat Viper combination, and that's the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive in. Now, the Musketeer unit here is pretty much replaceable with any other cooldown reducer. As long as you have, like, someone that has, like, 2 turns of cooldown reverse in their special, in their Sailor, and then has their cooldowns, you can replace them. And if you don't have Dogstorm, you can bring a friend Dogstorm and actually use Queen as your captain. You won't be able to do what you just saw there with the super classes just stage wiping the first 2 turns, but it is still a very fast team nonetheless if you do use Queen and you do replace the Musketeers. You can replace the Musketeers with something like Perispero. That will work absolutely fine. But the Musketeers here, they're just great because I have them and, like, they're boosted and stuff like that. So as you guys saw there, we went super class, super type, absolutely decimate the first 2 stages, normal attack our way through the barriers on stage 3, and that way we hit the Apu stage. Now against Apu, we get 4 turns of Despair and 2 turns of Blind After Sockets. The big reason we have Blackbeard here is purely just because he has the Lafiti support. Lafiti removes the Blind and Despair. Zoro has Sanji, which moves more Despair. The Musketeers will also remove Blind, so that is something to note. But if you don't have, then obviously that's where the Lafiti comes into play. Utilizing the Musketeers gives us cooldown. Zoro gives us cooldown. We then pop the Cat Dog specials, and that way we just have a lot of damage here, like a lot of damage. If you guys don't have, if you have Queen as your captain, obviously you just pop Zoro. It'll auto trigger Queen on the final stage. and that way you can get the attack boost moving into this particular stage. Against Queen, he has damage reduction and threshold, but we obviously go through that thanks to the Sulong form of CatDog and, well, CatDog. And as you guys all saw there, less than 2 minutes, and we absolutely decimate the content, no issues whatsoever. So that is the easiest arena that has debuted over on OPTC right there. 3 awesome teams for you guys. If you want to try them, give them a whirl. But if you did enjoy the video, make sure to bell the like button. If you're new to the channel, hit the big red subscribe button. But guys, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, I thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Let's